Hey guys, I'm back with another Slime Rancher tip video, and this time we're focused on how to get a Golden Gordo. Now, as you can see, I've already got one, but I want to get more, and I figured I might as well show you how to do it. First, we need to start with the basics. How do you catch a Golden Gordo? And the answer is pretty simple. You need food and a trap. In this case, the food you need is gilded ginger. Now, here are a few facts about the ginger. Number 1, it only grows in the glass desert, so you don't have to look for it anywhere else. Number 2, it only spawns once a day at 5 a.m. So if you don't find it that day, you're gonna have to try again the next one, and it will spawn in a different spot. Number 3, it'll never spawn near you. That means there's no point in trying to hang out near one of its spawn locations because it's not going to appear there as long as you're around. 4, you can't grow them yourself, so don't think you're gonna bring one back and plant it. And 5, which is probably the most important and frustrating fact, it can appear in over 70 confirmed places. So it's really important to have a game plan and to have some tips, which I am going to give you. So that's it for the food, but what about the trap? Well, you need to have this lab because you want to come back here and fabricate a gadget. The one we care about is under utilities. What we're looking for are the Gordo snares. All of these snares can be used to trap a Gordo on your farm, but only one of them, the Master Gordo snare, will guarantee that you'll get a Golden Gordo, as long as you put a gilded ginger in it. Since we only deal in guarantees here, let's go ahead and craft a master snare. Now you can see on the right what this requires. You're going to need some hunter plorts, spiral steam, hexacomb, and slime fossil. The latter 3 which you get from mining. So let's go and find a place to drop these. Since I already have my first Golden Gordo here looking so fly in his shades, I think I want to put another one over here. Then they can be friends or siblings, whatever you like. And because I'm on Xbox, I'm going to push down on the D-pad. That's what opens up this mode where you can place and pick up gadgets. We're going to press to activate, and we're going to go over to utilities and install that snare. Now we can exit that mode, and the snare is there. That was the easy part. Now on to the difficult, finding the gilded ginger. There are a few ways to go about this. I'm going to tell you about all the ways I know, and I'm actually going to try 2 of them in this video. But for now, let's head over to the glass desert to check things out. So here we are, the start of the beautiful glass desert. One of my favorite places, if not my favorite place in Slime Rancher. Looking at the map of the glass desert, if you've traveled through it, you know it's not that big. But again, there are over 70 confirmed places where the gilded ginger can spawn. Since I'm definitely not going to show you all those locations in this video, I'll link to a map that has them marked. For now, I'm just going to cover some strategies. The first strategy is no strategy, and that means running through the entire glass desert hoping to find a gilded ginger on luck. And since you could be doing that forever and still never find a gilded ginger, that's obviously not ideal. A second strategy would be marking some or all of the locations the ginger will spawn with echoes. Now, if you don't know what echoes are, they're these little multicolored lights that you originally find in the ancient ruins. They will stay wherever you put them, so that's how you can use them as markers. The best place to put them is out in the open in the glass desert so that you can run around and see them as you go. It just makes it that much easier to go from one spawn location to the next without actually having to memorize them. But just like the first one, this strategy still requires you to actually travel throughout the whole desert, hoping that you'll find the right spawn. A third strategy, and definitely the best of the bunch, is to focus only on one or a few spawn locations and set up a teleporter next to them so that you can check them quickly. It won't guarantee that you'll find the ginger there, but it will cut down on the time you spend looking. That's the method I'll be using for this video, so let's head back to the farm before we get started. Alright, we're back at the ranch, and you can see that it is now day 340. What I'm going to track is how many in-game days it takes to find the gilded ginger, as well as how long it takes me in real life. Now again, by setting your own teleporters exactly where you want them, you can save time. But the important thing is once you've confirmed that there's no ginger in the locations you've chosen, you can go ahead and do an emergency return. Not only will that instantly transport you back to the ranch, but it's going to advance the day, so you can go ahead and do this all over again. Just remember not to do this if there's anything in your inventory you want to keep, because you will lose it. Alright, so I've set up the teleporter, which means we can head straight to the desert to check the spawn locations. Now, I could have put it closer, but I didn't want to take up my drills. So we'll just take a little peeky. Nope, no ginger. Head around these corners. No ginger. and no ginger. Now, the ginger is actually going to be pretty easy to spot because it'll sparkle and also make a noise when you get near it. That's why I just have to peek to see if it's there or not. I also got rid of the echo so it wouldn't obscure my vision. Now again, because you want the day to advance quickly, you should just go ahead and do the emergency return. And because you start the day at 6 and the gilded ginger spawn at 5, you can head straight to the teleporter. So, at this point, it's just rinse and repeat. And would you look at that? It took 4 days, and as you can see, I can't fake that. It says day 344, we started at day 340, and in real time, it took me 13 minutes. Again, the reason I chose this location to look for the gilded ginger is because there are multiple spawn points all clustered in this one tiny little area, so I couldn't be happier that I got this lucky. Now, this is what it looks like as it's in the ground. It's set apart a little bit by its color, and also I will just increase the volume so you can hear the sound. And you'll see how far away you can hear it. So you can hear it from pretty far away. So by the time I got to the top of this, I already knew I had it. So we were successful. Let's go ahead and suck this bad boy up. And we're going to now head back. This time we're going to take the teleporter, not do an emergency return, because if you do that, you're gonna lose the ginger. Now all we have to do is place the ginger as bait. Do it by shooting into it. Kaplunk. And it's done. And now we have to sleep, because sleeping is the only way to get the snare to trigger. So we're gonna head on in here, sleep until morning, and when we wake up bright and early on day 345, there should be a friend waiting outside for us. Ah! Hello! Hi, new Gordo! Aren't you adorable? So, there you have it. Those are my tips for catching a golden Gordo, and just like my other tip videos, I show you how I do these things in real time, so you know it's not a scam, you know it's not clickbait. I'm trying to help you out, and hopefully it'll work. That's it for this video, so go ahead and like it if you like it, and please do leave a comment if this actually helps you, as well as how long it took, because I'm really curious to know, and I'll see you next time here on the Far Far Range.